While Jews were second-class citizens under Muslim rule, living under Christian persecution was often worse. Many Jews found refuge and relative tolerance in Islamic lands after Christians expelled them from Spain. In modern Middle Eastern cities, Jews were an integral part of the social fabric. Baghdad in the 1920s, for instance, was nearly 40% Jewish, the New York City of the Middle East.
And I remember very well Baghdad. Remember the river? My family used to live in northern Baghdad. It was a very nice neighborhood, and we had very good relations with the neighbors.
Well, I remember the River Nile and the pyramids. I remember my friends and my school teacher, and I remember especially the 80,000 vibrant Jewish community.
The Jews of Iraq, they served the state of Iraq very much, more than any other minority in Iraq. The first finance minister was a Jew.
One of my relatives was a very well-known lawyer who drafted the Egyptian constitution for King Fuad in 1924. Now, not many Egyptian Muslims know that an Egyptian Jew drafted the constitution.
I think my father was a very special case because he wasn't really even considered as a Jew by most of his Muslim friends. He was an Iraqi first and foremost. He was not only really very much knowledgeable about Judaism, but also about Quran, and he could cite many surahs from the Quran, and he understood very well the Quran.
When Muslim was invited to Jews for Saturday, he said, for Chunt, Tibet we called it, it was very honored to that Muslim that he was invited to Jews.
أبجد هوس حطي كلام شكل الأستاذ بقى منسجم أبجد هوس حطي كلام شكل الأستاذ بقى منسجم.
Leila Murad, she was the diva, the Barbara Streisand, if you will, of the Middle East, and she was an Egyptian Jewish woman who was a beautiful singer, and to this day people are still listening to her music and absolutely love her. Most Arabs do not know that she's Jewish.
كان فعل ماضي ما تسيبه في حاله والماضي احنا مالنا وماله كان فعل ماضي ما تسيبه في حاله والماضي احنا مالنا وماله.
My parents left Iraq around the 50s. I was born here in Israel in the Middle East. I consider myself as a judeo-Arab, belong to the judeo-Arab people.
World music artist Yair Dalal preserves and reinterprets Iraqi Jewish music. He learned this art form from Jewish musicians who fled from Baghdad to Israel in the 1950s. Dalal shares his passion with other Israelis and tours worldwide.
I was 2 months ago in Germany for a peace concert. And I met 3 young musicians from Baghdad. They ran away, they escaped. It was in Cologne. They escaped to Cologne from Iraq. And we started to sing and play, and I played the violin and the oud. And after the concert, they came to the stage like they, with full of enthusiasm and tears in their eyes. He said, you know, my father is a musician. He always taught me, if you want to study to play good music, to play well, go to the Jews. Study from the Jews how to play. And he said, tonight I'm going to call him to Baghdad and to tell him I found Jewish young people that play your music.
I listen a lot to Iraqi music. I read in Arabic. You know, we cook the same food that we used to cook in Iraq. So I'm very much Iraqi as well. And this is the problem, because on the one hand, you know, I have a lot of affection for the Iraqi people, but on the other hand, I am very much hurt by what happened to us in Iraq.